Hello and thanks for joining me for day 8 with Dazza Little, aka Darren, and currently doing a test run of my Custom Vending Machines mod, or more specifically for the challenge that I'm trying to get sorted for it. Let's see here. Yeah, we just had the helicopter event yesterday. We've got here, that's our food bag. We're going to leave this place behind today. So I'm just going to pack some stuff. Let me see. Alright. Read a bit of our book while we catch the cook show. Then we'll start packing the car. If you are just joining me for the first time, basically the challenge revolves around the vending machines, and my mod allows you to choose a couple of lists of items, one for drinks vending machine, which is this one, and one for the snacks vending machine there. And you can change those lists later on with a computer. Every time you do, the prices go up. We've got most of the loot settings set to 0 or none, and we've pretty much got to rely on the vending machines for pretty much everything. We can forage and fish and hunt, but pretty much mostly everything useful we're not going to get as a drop. We'll we have to rely on getting money and buying stuff from the vending machines. So there will be a link in the description below for the full playlist and for the mod. And episode 1, or rather the first video in the playlist, which is not episode 1. That's basically a demo of the mod and instructions for the challenge. Let's see. Alright, so we've got our food there. Let's grab that secondary. Let's grab all these. And then episode 0, which is the second video in the playlist, that goes over my sandbox settings and character creation for this particular run. And if you want to get straight into the gameplay, well, that is episode 1, the third video in the list. Let me see. Alright, we'll chuck that in there for now. Along with that one. Alright, so my next destination does have a drinks machine, but it doesn't have a snack machine, so we're going to take this with us. Chuck that on the seat there because I think that's the only spot that it's going to fit. We'll have a smoke. Alright. I think I'm going to chuck that in there. We want to grab our Jenny. So far that's been our most expensive purchase. We also want the computer. And let's just fill up our bottle. Get this stuff loaded into the car. Pop that in there. Pop our Jenny in there. Close that up. Alright, swing around and grab our traps. Over here somewhere. Here we go. Okay. Grab that. And we'll chuck that in the bag. Let's check this one. Chuck that in the bag. Let's research that. Attach that to my back. Alright. Let's make up a salad real quick. Bit more fish in there. Pop some herbs in it. Pop that in my backpack. That one in my backpack too. They can go in the food bag. Shove that in the back. Alright. Yeah, we hit the road. Cruise around this way. We'll go up past Dixie. We will stop for any odd zombies along the road. So we are back down to $0. Yeah, our next major expense. Well, we want to buy some tools before we change our lists again, so that we can start doing some mechanics. And then after that, we're going to need to save some cash to start buying a shotgun and some ammo. That's going to be pretty expensive. So all of the prices are based on the item's weight, but typically weapons and some of the clothing also factors in various stats into the price. Alright, take care of this joker up here. We'll take the watch. on the earbuds. There's a couple more guys down in the field there. We will take them because we need money. We haven't killed that many zombies yet, so we're still getting our skill set up. So we are on normal population, and we're just trying to work out a decent balanced loot drop rate for the challenge. So I think on if you do play with higher population and try and do the challenge, you may need to lower some of the drop rates, because more zombies equals more wallets equals more money, which actually makes it easier. Or maybe what I can do is factor in some price increases based on population. If you guys have any feedback on that, or if you've given the mod a try, if you've given the challenge a try, I'm definitely interested in any of your feedback on balance when it comes to that. Alright, so we got $7. Let's turn this on. Pop the heat down a bit. No, was that a zombie back there? I don't know if I saw somebody in that field back there. I did. Go grab him, because every dollar counts. I have at least got the survival essentials taken care of. So we don't have any gas in the generator yet. So I wouldn't mind buying another can of gas if we don't find any to siphon. Alright, so I already have been down here a little bit on a bit of a scout run earlier, but we didn't quite get as far as Dixie, and we're not going to do the town, but I will check out the checkpoint and maybe that first little caravan building just inside the gates. So this is Dixie down here on the mini-map that you can see coming up. I mean, there probably would be a nice amount of zombies in there. But I do want to explore some areas that I haven't explored yet in Build 42. Let's leave the car here. Let's see if we can get ourselves some more money. Alright. You got nothing. Okay. Let's try these guys over here. What you got in the bag? Anything? Okay. Let's unset that. You got a book. Nothing too exciting. Maybe we'll wear that. You've got a wallet. Let's take that cash. We'll take that. Let's swap out our sneakers. Those ones are a bit shit. Alright, we've got a couple down here. I did spot one. There is one down here somewhere. Let's have a quick squeeze in here. It's open. No one here. No smokes. Let me see. Nothing interesting there, really. There's not going to be anything in the fridge. Alright, yep. Take care of this one. Okay. And you don't got nothing. Alright, so we've got a couple over here. Just the two.
Hey!
Let's give it a little yell, see if there's anybody else around. It does sound like there's somebody inside. Let's take that cash. There's someone in there. That's locked, of course. Let's close that. Alright. Nothing useful there. You don't have a wallet. Let's fill up our bottle. Let's check the desk. Now we get the key. I guess I'll take a calculator. We can that can contribute to our electronics training later on. Alright. Nothing else of use. So I think we'll head back up to the car. Yep. Don't see any more zombies around here, so... Alright, we're up to 13 bucks. It's not a lot. at least we've got the means to feed ourselves. I almost always collect these poles. Alright, well this is going to be probably a pretty quiet and lonely drive down here. So I might even stop in a bit and do some exercise. Definitely pretty remote. Not much of anything going on out here. Oops. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess we may as well. Food. Didn't mean to run them all over. Let's have something to eat. Let's eat half of that. All right. Jeez, how many were there? Don't even know if I'm going to fit all these in the car, to be honest. All right. Maybe I won't bother with doing the I won't bother with doing the exercise at the moment. Let's see. I want these. Okay, that's my food bag. Are these gonna fit in there even? Yep. Let's see if we fit those in there. In the glove box. Don't even know if I'll use these. I haven't really played around with that stuff before. Alright, we're still way down. Alright, you know what? Let's research this. Let's have a smoke. Grab a fresh pack of ciggies out of there. Let's chuck that back in there. Well, back in the pod box, I guess. Alright. Well, we may as well do these, I suppose. No, we need a surface for those. Shovel these in our bag. And that. Alright. Guess that'll work. So that'll give us some carving experience. Not going to bother with the exercise. A bit late in the day. Alright, let's check out this situation over here. So it's locked. Alright, so there's a spot up here which is a pretty nice little spot for fishing. Set up our traps there. And then there's a gas station up ahead. It does have a residence attached to it. So we'll try and claim that for our home. here will do. Let's grab out our trapping bag. Where is our trapping bag? What done with my trapping bag? Tell me I didn't leave it behind. Ah, there it is. Okay. Alright. Set up our traps down here. Let's grab those out. And we'll pop that one there. Pop another one there. Though I guess we don't really need them. I mean, we've got all that rabbit now. So, alright, I guess it doesn't matter. We'll set them anyway. And I think what we'll do... Let's just leave the bag there. And when we come back to check them, we can do some fishing if we need to. Did I close this? Losing stuff out the back. Alright, can I fit that in the back now? Along with that. Guess not. Alright, a zombie up there. Oops. It's bloody reverse beepers. Alright, I'm gonna check the house first. Of course it's locked. Whoops. What the hell am I doing? Okay. Okay. Well. Key. Close that. Let's make sure we're clear in here. Let's close the curtain. All good. Let's fill our bottle. Let's close that curtain. And this one. Why not turn that light on? Turn this one on. Okay. Let's switch that on. Don't know if there's still a trapping show to get. Looks like we might be going to get the carpentry show, even though it was usually comes on about 12. Okay, we've got 13 bucks. What's that? It's a snow globe. Alright, don't know if we're ever going to use that. Chuck all these in here. Let's chuck those in there. I guess we'll chuck them in there too. That. Chuck all that in there. Oops. Alright, looks clear in here. We have a cot down here. I'll go take that with us. Check washing machines for money. There's $1. Take that. Probably nothing in the freezer. What are you doing? Well, I guess we can probably shove all of our rabbit in the freezer. Make sure there's no one in here. Rubber ducky there. Alright. Where'd that guy go? Make sure there's nobody in here. Mechanics 2 will take. We'll read that one right here, right now. We'll take the smokes. All the smokes. Money. Let's have a look here. We'll read that one. Nothing of interest there. We're not going to be much useful on the shelves here. Some water. Alright. Okay, let's take care of this one. Let's unset that. Alright, looks pretty clear there, but probably is a few zombies over there. Let's grab some stuff and move it inside. Grab our books, our food. Maybe we'll grab the Jenny out. Missing wilderness survival. Alright, I'm going to place my books bag there. Let's pop that up here. Let's chuck all that in there. Chuck that in there. And that. Close enough to the shelf, to the surface for that. Let's chop these up. Okay. Let's chuck that in the oven. And all the rabbit. This is probably rotten. Yep. Okay. Let's chuck that in there. Let's pop our Jenny down out here. We don't need it yet, but it's all ready to go. Well, it doesn't have any gas in it. Let's read a little bit of this. Now, actually, let's have something to eat. Eat all that. Let's try that again. Alright. Let's put a fair bit of this in the freezer. And the rest in the fridge. That can go in there. All right. Did a little bit of damage to the car. Let me see. Let's grab all that out. Okay. This one I think we'll put over here with our books. Shove all those in there. These cigarette packs. Put them into a carton. Alright, they can go in there. Well, let's just eat that one. And what else is weighing me down? All of that. Alright, that's better. Okay. Let's have a smoke. And I will grab that out. Mainly because I don't really like having the seat plugged up. But I suppose if we want to use it, I guess I'll put it here. Can't turn it around. Pop it there. Alright. We do have a couple of zombies over there, but we are a little on the tired side. All right. Let's have a look here. Let's do all these. Bit of crafting experience there. Let's see. That requires strength. To smash the bones, I see. All right. Okay. Requires a softening beam. All right. I haven't really mucked around with any of that stuff in here. the leather or any of that in build 42 yet. Let me see. It's almost 11 o'clock. Pretty tired. Let's make ourselves up some food. I suppose we may as well use up this rabbit. Alright, well, I guess we'll put a few of those back in the fridge. Alright, that's got a fair bit of unhappiness to it. That's fine. I'll pop them in the fridge for tomorrow. Let me see. Alright, I think we're pretty good. Got my pillow. Let's pop that on the bed here. Don't think there was anything really useful here. Okay. We'll have a rest. We'll read for about half an hour. That'll do us, and I think we'll go to sleep. And that is going to do it for this episode. If you did enjoy this video, please leave me a like or a comment down below. If you'd like to see more, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.